And this is my take on my analogy on dating an ex, right? So there's an old story where there was a woman who wanted a pig. Okay, this woman wanted a pig, and she was a very rich, wealthy woman. She got the pig, she got the baby pig, and she dressed it up in all designer. She put diamonds on it, diamond necklace, everything. She made the pig everything that she wanted, right? And then as she, had the pig, one day it started to rain, right? And she got caught in the rain. And the pig almost broke her arm to jump out of her arms so it could run in mud. At the end of the day, the pig is still going to be a pig. It does not matter what you want it to be. It does not matter what you want to dress it up as. The same goes and the same rules applies as people. When you want somebody to be something, that person is what they are, and it's important to accept what they are, which is most likely, not all the time, but it's most likely the case that they are an ex and not a current.
It seems like, oh, people are who they are. Like, the pig is who they are. Accept the pig or don't accept the pig. How about we blame the woman for being foolish enough to believe that she could dress
wear
this pig
Gucci?
up?
No, that's what I'm blaming.
Okay.
Not just the woman, but that woman in an analogy.
Yes.
I'm blaming the person to not understand that you can't make. I want everybody to understand this. You can't make anybody be what you want them to be. Right. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how much power you have. I don't care how much popularity you have. You can't make somebody be what you want them to be. You could date a girl. You could be a guy. You could date this girl because she's beautiful. But guess what? She's not a wife. And you can't make her be a wife. You're a woman. You're dating this guy, right? And he's just an asshole. And you want a gentleman. He can't be a gentleman. And you got to understand that instead of trying to mold and change people and give people every reason to change, you just got to give yourself every reason to move on.
I agree. I'm a move oner. I believe that wholeheartedly. You got to move on because.
And I also wanted to say
again,
this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm talking a lot. It might be the leg.
You always do.
I also wanted to say this. It's important when we're talking about relationships, and this is my opinion. You guys let me know how you feel. It's important if I'm going to date you, whoever, right? I should never have to double back, right? Because I should have exhausted all my efforts and all of my options with you while I was with you.
But that doesn't happen.
Because at this day and age, people feel some type of way about certain things that are very minuscule to the bigger picture.
In your opinion.
And no, in life's opinion. Fuck my opinion. My opinion doesn't matter. You almost made me put my leg down.
I'm gonna keep going then.
If me and you are having a good relationship, right? And I'm doing everything good, right? And you're like, hey, I don't like the fact that you take a picture with no shirt on. That's a minuscule problem.
How do you feel about me taking a picture with no shirt on?
Were you taking pictures with no shirt on when I met you?
Perhaps.
If yes,
before we were committed.
If yes, then that is the standard.
I strongly disagree with that.
If yes, it is the standard. Look,
because a man will be quick to be like, "Oh, you can't do that no more."
No, you asked me. You didn't ask. There's a lot of corny men who want to change women too. There's a lot of corny men that get these girls.
Okay, but can I say something real quick? Because earlier, sorry, girl, you did say if you start dating a girl that work at McDonald's, you gonna make her you gonna tell her to go to school. You said that.
No, I did not. I did never said that.
You said
I never said that. Wait, hold on.
Where the Bible?
We have never said that. I'm not even a school advocate like that.
I wish we could flash back to clips like That's So Raven, and we could just flash back and be like,
and then be like,
never date a girl.
And then we gotta do a ping. Jada 0, Rico 1.
Doing that? We can do the score and everything because man, I got some. I
just did the face. Can we edit that in?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Yeah, edit that in. Put it right there at the bottom.
I'm dead on all that.
Yo, I'm back because he just said you should have tried to change people, but yet Rico be trying to change people.
No, I didn't. You said that.
Actually, someone said it, and if it's Jada,
it was Jada that said
it. If Jada didn't say it, then it had to be you.
I said if she worked at McDonald's, she should be investing her money into investments. That's all I said.
But why is that changing the person? Like where I'm employed temporarily is not a change of a human being. Or taking a photo with no shirt is not who I am as a human being. I don't know why.
Whose side are you on?
But
she's on the logical
when
side.
You pick a side today, you gotta stick with it forever.
But you know what I'm saying? That's not who you are.
Yeah, that's where you are.
All, if we're getting older, we're becoming wiser, then I don't have to stick with the same side forever.
Okay, fine.
Right? But no, can I get a leg down for that? No.
No. You're actually proving my point. Okay, I'm actually about to put it a little higher.
Oh, shit. No, but the point is that's not who you are fundamentally. Like we need to talk about who people are as a human being. Like whether or not you dress a little sexy or whether or not you have a bummy job or like that's not fundamentally who you are as a person. So those are the things we shouldn't try to change in people. But your career, and I want to push and motivate you to do better, or perhaps, dressing a little bit more appropriately for your age or status or weather or whatever, is not who you are as a person.
No, that's actually what I said. Thank you.
Okay.
I have a question for you.
You actually did not, but okay.
No, I said that.
The shirt.
No, she was talking about the previous episode.
McDonald's.
Yeah, and that's
You just
what.
said shirt.
What are you talking about?
She's referring to your shirt analogy.
The shirt analogy, which is don't try to change me if I came wearing no shirt.
No,
then
time out, guys. I speak very clear. I didn't say change me. I said clearly how you feel should be changed on certain things, because your feeling to something could be a very minuscule thing. That's what I said. I never said change you fundamentally. I said change the way you feel about certain things. If you poke me, right, I should not have to get extremely upset. I should be able to understand that I have other alternative ways of handling it, and maybe it's not as big of a deal as I'm trying to make it be, which is why I said you need to change how you feel about certain things in certain cases, not all. And there are standards that people come in with. If you are a woman or a man who is dressing promiscuous or showing a lot of your skin on the internet, and you want to date that person, don't try to tell them to stop. It doesn't work that way. That is who they are. Allow them to stop if they choose to do so. That's what I was saying.
So people don't care about the love. It's just, okay, I got to be with someone. Yeah. That's desperation.
Yes.
And that's sick and sad. And I just don't support that.
Or is that real? That's
but it's
called
not.
life?
No, you have to be with somebody that bad that you now have to go back to somebody.
But it's not said that the love isn't there. I feel like the love would still be
Okay,
there.
you're right. So not all, we're not talking about all of the cases. But for me, I just feel like, okay, spend some time alone. You ain't got to, have you been?
That's why you want to date an ex.
I don't know.
I was having a conversation earlier.
Because it sounds like you've been dating and it hasn't been working. So now, okay, just take some time without
Or you
dating
just
and be
haven't
alone.
found
Get
something
your
that you
shit
wanted
together.
to date.
Take some classes, get some therapy, do something in
No,
the
yeah,
meantime
and that
that's gonna
people don't
benefit you.
usually do that when they break up with someone, and sometimes they just try to hop into the next thing. So I feel like they haven't even healed from that past relationship. That's why it's so easy to go back.
You haven't healed. You haven't used the time wisely. Are you leveling up? Are you figuring out who you are, going to get therapy, going to, talk to people, dealing with past trauma, whatever it is that's probably being the issue and the reason why relationships aren't working? Are you figuring things out to make your next relationship be better? Or are you just trying to jump into something because you're so desperate and everybody on Instagram has a relationship and they're posting reels and they look good together? Basically fit in. A lot of people want to fit in. A lot of people want to be a part of the facade that people are putting on, whether it's real or not. People do not want to stay in the situation that they're in because it doesn't look good enough to everybody else. I don't know what the reason is, but I mean, for you to date just because of the financial gain, I just think that, I don't know, I can't contradict myself and say that it's not something that I've, experienced before. But at the same time, if you're going to go back to an ex because financially you're not good on your own and you just want to, look lit or whatever, I think that's just...
Oh, it's just
not the
survive.
way.
Actually, in New York City, it's tough.
No, yeah.
And there are plenty of people who stay in relationships. I don't know about doubling back per se, but stay in relationships that are not appropriate, that are not suitable because they can't afford the rent on their
I was just
own.
gonna say, I know a girl who took her boyfriend back because she couldn't afford the rent on her own. They were splitting it, so she told him to come back.
I'm not gonna even, because it's too fresh of a situation. I got too child. The fact that I know people that are just I'ma just stay. He doing his own thing, but
PTSD.
Right. But I
Oh,
think
for
that's
sure.
always kind of been the situation, especially with women. Women have always been, the person that's at home taking care of home and stuff like that. And men went out, did what they had to do, whatever. I know this is also a different topic, but a lot of times we didn't really know what was going on. Now things are highlighted or there's a whatever. Now we know more what's going on with the person that you're dating, anyways. The point that I'm trying to make is people accept things because of the financial gain that they get from it. So it's like, okay, I know this person ain't shit, but my bills are paid, so I'm gonna just thug it out, you know?
There's actually a reel that's gone viral in the last couple of days of an older woman, I would say she's in her 60s, saying women don't allow cell phones to wreck your relationship. Stop looking through your man's phone because once he's taking care of the finances, he should be free to do whatever. And it's crazy for us in our generation,
But
but that's reasonable. And you mentioned that too, like back in the day. So historically, right, it's reasonable for a woman to allow her man to walk all over her, to mistreat her because she may have not financially been in a position to provide for herself. Like if we're talking about
And they
women,
could get away with it more back then because there was no social media and text messages and phones and Facebook and location services and all kinds of things to find out what the fuck your man is doing when he's not home with you.
Yeah.
So if you're like, keep your location on, now you disappear, your location disappeared for 30 minutes. Where the fuck was you at for them 30 minutes? You get what I'm saying? So like now there are more ways to see what the person that you love and do everything for and are waiting for them to come home to do, like what they're doing.
I be like, you can't see my location.